Gentlemen, behold! This is SalTV, and you're watching competitive Team Fortress 2. And this is, this is Salamancer. I'm really bad at this. Whatever, we're gonna watch a game. And of course, I am joined today by the wonderful, illustrious, and ever knowledgeable DJC. What's going on, man?
I just played a match that you casted.
I did.
Hey, you can go check that out on Sal's YouTube channel, I'm sure. Don't want to spoil it for you.
Did you win?
Don't want to spoil it for him, man. This is
Anyway, yeah.
Viewers, you gotta lead them, you gotta draw them in. Give them something to hold on to.
Okay. Gotta reel them in, like lay the bait out a little bit.
Yeah,
Give them a bite.
I don't know anything about fishing, but I imagine that's how it goes. You just sit there and hope they bite the worm.
It's probably painful, like biting the actual hook. Probably sucks.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I will continue the tangent for 1 second. The only experience I have with fishing at all is when I was really little. I was playing with a fishing rod in a truck, and I caught the hook caught on my upper lip, and it hurt like hell.
Oh, ew. Okay, anyway, the gates are opening right now, so we didn't even get to watch the setup, but right now I'm watching the Valen cam. Valen is beneath the entrance to point A. Nobody really walking out on him yet, but Valen is known for some kind of funky plays here, and he actually spots the spy right away. He doesn't manage to hit Pulse for the second hit, so he didn't get that kill, but Pulse is going to be feeling the pressure a little bit. Meanwhile, a couple of dead players already on the Squirrel Clickers. This is the Syndicate versus Squirrel Clickers. It's one of the final matches of the season. Stabby getting a nice stab on Pulse. So already we're off to a good start, man.
It looks like the Syndicate actually want to move in and contest this A point a little off of that. They just got so many picks. I mean, pretty much everyone who can cap for the Squirrel Clickers is dead.
And that's it's something that I will say we didn't see as much out of your game. I didn't see a lot of contesting over A, but it looks like the Syndicate has decided they really want to try this Iron Man defense.
I think it only really works out if you get really good initial picks, and they got Okas down instantly, and he's playing the heavy, and I know there was one other pick that was pretty decent. I think it was the sniper, so it opened up a lot of sight lines that would otherwise not be there for the Syndicate to actually move into A.
Yeah, now I will say the Syndicate, they actually had Stabby get another sniper kill, so the sniper was still down for quite a long time. Interestingly, the medic has moved out, so Squirrel Clickers are really intent on making sure they get A capped as quickly as possible. They've got their meds standing on it. It's a little bit weird.
Yeah, pretty aggressive play here. You don't usually want to put your med in this position, just because even with the heavy and pyro there, if this soldier, Valen, who is actually in underneath the point right now, he could get some good spam into that corner and maybe get a force off or an uber drop, but he would get cleaned up by Schnell there, former IM player for Vector Gaming.
And this is why I say you're knowledgeable, because it's just like you pull that out of a hat. You're just like, yeah, he was this former IM player for Vector. I know this.
He's one of 4 people I recognize. Okas used to play an invite with the Space Bots. Miss K is Kosa's girlfriend, and they've played together in IM, and Kosa is the demo man, aliasing as Yosa, and he also played in IM, as I said.
I see. Okay, so we got a veritable family over here on the blue team and the Squirrel Clickers. And then, of course, the Syndicate, they need no introduction. They are like the top team in Highlander, aren't they, man?
Yeah, I don't think they've lost a match. We don't really do that well against them when we play them, which hasn't been that often, thankfully, because they're scrimming them kind of makes us sad. We did give them a pretty good show on Granary. I think they said that we were, I think Hines specifically said that we were the strongest team that they faced on Granary. But it looks like Squirrel Clickers do want to move with this, but once again, they're down too many players. No pyro, no soldier, no sniper. And you kind of need your sniper and soldier to push in, but the Polk is going to go down to the nice stab there out of Pulse. He will be cleaned up. But that should be enough of an opening once they have their spawns, but Stabby is trying to make a play on the C tower at this moment.
Well, the Uber is already in from the blue team. Kosa, a.k.a. Yosa, is getting on top of the sentry, and he will be able to take that down with enough stickies. Actually didn't get it, and I think it's going to get repaired right away. Yeah, it's back up to like full health now, so Yosa, once again, trying to go for the damage. Can he actually get the sentry down? He does. So that's going to be no level 3 sentry for the moment for the defense. The Syndicate is suddenly crumbling. They've lost quite a few players here. Hein is still up, but I don't think that's going to matter too much as the rest of his team is dying. And it looks like Squirrel Clickers should be able to get the capture on point B relatively easily. They've only got 4 players left alive, though, and still this scrappy defense from the Syndicate continues to come in, DJC. Can they actually defend point B at this point?
It pretty much depends on if Soup can get in right now. He's actually going to move with his Pyro and Spy, so he has plenty of defense. He wants that small health pack, so he goes in with full health. If he gets in, that will open up so much space for everyone else to move in, and Jake is there right now as well, so he's going to deny a lot of sight lines. Soldier is close for the Squirrel Clickers, though, and Stabby's attempted play is not going to work out here.
Oh, Jake with a huge kill on Miss K. Now he's taking headshots at the heavy as well, and you were absolutely right, man. This is opening up so many sight lines for them with Jake walking in here, Soup taking a lot of the heat, getting up on top of the Oh, Jake, this is so ridiculous. And Squirrel clickers get shut down on point B. How could they have stopped that from happening?
I don't know. It's hard to say. Like, basically what we do, Tangerine, when we're playing this map, is you have to hold the catwalk when you're capping the point. And Squirrel clicker had no presence there. I don't think they had enough people alive that they could get any presence there. You need like a heavy demo. Demo can lock out one door, heavy medic can lock out the other. But it looks like Squirrel clickers want to push over this rather quickly. They're already in, committing their medic, despite the fact that they're a good 70% behind on Uber. And Valen's on the roof, has no pressure on him yet. He gets it with a flare gun. But I'm not sure it's going to be enough. Miss K does go down to his rocket spam, and everyone is dying for Squirrel clickers. It's up to Pulse right now to make a play, so I'm going to get my camera on him. He's moving in through the catwalk. Unspotted so far. Heinz actually going to get forced here by Schnell. Really nice play out of him. And Pulse is in good position to come in through the point unseen here.
That he does. He's disguised as a red sniper right now. Oh, but he does get spotted by that pyro, Alistar. Who is the is that the name of the pyro for the Syndicate? I thought that was somebody else, but never mind. Alistar seems to be a very good defensive pyro, playing with Hein like all the time, isn't he?
Alistar is TMP. I'm 95% sure. I say this because he has an 8 ping, and TMP goes to, I think, somewhere. I think it might be the University of Texas, and he gets crazy ping to every server.
Well, they're saying that he's subbing for TMP. That's what my stream chat says right now. Now Kosa is trying to build that Uber with Miss K as fast as possible, and they do have a bit of an advantage, so they could push this in right now, maybe make something happen. Jake gets a nice kill on that sniper though, and this is actually a crits Krieg. Jake is down right now, a good kill with the crits, and already there goes Hein as well, completely not paying attention. Nobody called out that crits, so no red medic at the moment. They did get a couple kills though. Miss K is down as well, so no heals for either team, and it's all about the deathmatch skills now, isn't it, DJC? Alistar trying to make a jump up onto the roof, but that's not working at the moment.
Confirmed that is TMP. I asked someone and they said, "Is that his? Does he have a dumb-looking Phoenix avatar?" And that is the TMP identifier. Squirrel clickers are pretty much even numbers right now. They have a little bit better spawns, but their medic hasn't gotten heals on anyone yet. I don't think they're going to be able to push here. Kosa is at short right now. So they're still on Crits Creek, so they're going to be working with advantage here, especially because Hein has not been healing. Kosa in way too aggressive. I think he accidentally skip-jumped off the roof to his doom, pretty much. And that's going to hurt Squirrel clickers, because this would have been a really good opportunity for a timing push. But now that their demo's down, it's not going to matter, especially because they're not really building their Uber as much. In Highlander, it can be a little harder to actually just sit there and build aggressively. So they've lost some of the percentage they had, and TMP's actually going into long right now. Detonator jumped up there. He should have been able to spot out that Crits Creek, I do believe, in the brief second he saw the medic beam.
And he has backed up now, I assume. I couldn't find him by clicking furiously through people. It's one of the difficulties of Highlander casting sometimes. You got to click through like 18 guys unless you're running that one. Anyway, Valen going for some air shots. He does miss. There goes Crits. Yeah, it's coming in, but it's not hitting anybody this time. There they go. They finally get Hildreth. Hildreth is down. And there goes Soup as well, eating a pipe. It was not a crit pipe, just a regular old pipe. Soup's probably feeling a little sour about that. That's okay, though. Stabby getting a nice kill on Sigafu. And we'll use that Dead Ringer to get away with it, too. For now, anyway.
Uber is forced out here from the Syndicate. Squirrel Clickers were down a few players, had some very low health on the rest, but did manage to flood in onto the Syndicate and get a nice force out. So Hein will be slightly ahead because Miss K has nobody to heal, which is okay. That's cool. Squirrel Clickers can still, you know, when you spawn even with your medic on Uber and you fall 30% behind when you have Crits Creek, it's fine. It's cool.
Yeah, it's all good. Somebody asking who the sniper is for the Squirrel Clickers. I actually don't know. Right now he's tagged up as Feliz Dia de la... Oh, it might be like Jero?
Jero's on Menace to Society.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind that. I don't know. I have no clue. But he's on my friends list, so I feel like I should know.
You could just easily check if you weren't streaming then.
I know, right? Isn't that the sad part? Anyway, the Syndicate, they are still sitting here on defense. And there you go, Jeringa. I thought it was Jero because I saw the J-E-R and nothing else. But that does mean that Jake is down for the moment. Going to be a nice little advantage here in the snipers, which matters quite a bit in Highlander. It gives you a little bit of room to maneuver. Canada Liker 69, however, is trying to take things out on the flank. And there goes another Kosa Crits Krieg. Miss K getting a lot of damage put onto her, but it will be some good hits. It's just that Hein still has his Uber, and he did just pop it, saving his scout there. I think Canada Liker is actually Ruin. But yeah, saving the scab there beautifully. Feliz gets taken down once again. And there's only 10 seconds left. A little bit of time going down on the point right now. So it's possible that their opponents will stay in this game, the Squirrel Clickers. But for how long? Schnell deciding to pull the fish out. That's not going to work. Ocas, meanwhile, eating a sandwich, trying to keep himself alive. But, the amount of time you stay standing still with that sandwich means that you're going to take a whole bunch of damage right as soon as you finish eating it, too. It's exactly what happens here. Daft Kid trying to keep his meds safe, and there is a lot of capture time now on point B, so this just might get capped, and the Syndicate might not be happy about that, but they've made this time last for so long. What are they going to do?
Yeah, it's such a long time. I don't think they really care that they did eventually give it up. I think they probably would have held it completely if Hein had maybe popped his Uber a little earlier onto Polk there, so they had the heavy for their defense. We do see that the crits is pretty much up here, about 3 seconds off for Squirrel Clickers. The Syndicate only at 50% Uber. Let's take a look at their positioning right now. Jake's going to go for the pick on the entryway for the crits here. And I can't actually find the combo.
Oh!
Look at how aggressive they are. Kosa goes down instantly off the crits pop. Heavy's going to peek around the corner though with the crits, and he takes down Soup. Demo down.
Oh my god, Polk! Ambushing him from the side. That was a beautiful ambush by Polk. Even though the enemy still had the crits, he was just like, nope. Lol. I'm pretty sure is exactly what he was thinking right there. So that shuts down the crits very quickly, and the crits was not even able to touch point C. They didn't get in there at all. Hein almost has his Uber ready to go. Valen just took down Miss K. Things are not looking good, and of course this time of 9 minutes and 34 seconds is already a pretty poor time out of the Squirrel Clickers.
Yeah, you're going to see pretty much a maxed time here if they manage to cap C. They're behind on Uber. They have 2 minutes to get it. They do get a Polk pick here, which does open up a lot of room with no heavy. That means people are going to have to rotate to the tower who otherwise wouldn't be there. That means that Hein might be a bit out of position, but it's not going to matter if everyone dies. Hein's Uber does come out here. He's pushing aggressively with Soup, who doesn't seem to have any stickies loaded. He's just throwing pipes down there. Gets juggled pretty effectively as well and is forced to back up. He's going to put a sticky trap above the door, but that gets spotted out. Valen coming in for the support here is aggressive on the enemy team. He's not dying. Took so long to go down there. But he couldn't really make anything happen. Miss K down to 50 HP, but here comes the cleanup out of Ruin. He's going to get 2, takes down Miss K and Yosa.
And he actually finished off, he finished off the engineer there as well, so that's going to mean the teleporter won't get upgraded for a while. It's just going to make things take that much longer. And, I mean, engineer harassment's actually a pretty huge deal if you can keep him from getting that teleporter and getting that base up on offense. It just slows the offense down so much. Pulse activating the dead ringer of Stabby. These two spies are at each other's throats ever since that first engagement they had where Stabby got the kill on Pulse. Miss K trying to build his crits up once again. There's less than a minute left to go now. Kosa is going to be ready to take it, but I don't know if it'll actually end up working out. And there's actually a very forward hold here once again from Hein. He almost has Uber, and the rest of his team, the Syndicate, they are ready for this to come in right now.
This pretty much has to be a kill Hein before he
Oh my god, no, it's too late. Oh, that's ridiculous. Yeah, they did. They popped in. They didn't actually get the pop yet out of their opponents, and there goes a crits, not taking down anyone. How did that actually happen? I was thinking that the red team was so bunched up. Finally, Hein and Soup get taken down. There you go. Kosa getting the kills he wanted, and the Syndicate, they may be in a little bit of trouble now. TMP not going to be able to defend this point fast enough, I don't think, against walking MGE regen. He takes down TMP, no problem, and that is finally almost a capture time. Stabby's still here. There you go. God, DJC, this round 12:30, ridiculous.
Yeah, so we learned that the max time on Gravelpit is probably somewhere around 12 minutes 35 seconds.
Yeah,
and you know, 12:29. That's a lot.
It's a lot. So
I did some digging actually, and I found out who Feliz Dia de la Yaringa is, and that is the other Sal. Dash Sal.
Oh, okay. So I am actually casting a Sal game. This is the Panama Sal.
Is he Panamanian? I didn't know. I just know he had a weird accent.
Yeah, that's what I've been told. He's from that Latin American country with the canal that we used to own.
Did we own that?
Yeah, it was us.
It's been a while since
I mean, unless you're no, you're not from Canada. Yeah, we totally own that.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, America.
I like it when we dominated minorities in the past. It makes me feel really great about myself as a white man.
Isn't nationalism just the greatest? Okay, fantastic. So we've got the Syndicate getting ready to push out right now. Hein has his Uber ready to go. What do you think we're going to see here?
I would reckon with the positioning of TS right now, they're going to rush B pretty obviously. Maybe just get some suicides out. They can afford to lose a lot of people while still getting cap time on A. But it looks like Hein actually wants to commit to this. They have Soup in position as well as Vaden, and they have so much time they can do whatever the hell they want, and it might work out fine. Looks like it's just taking them so long to actually get onto A. Ruin is here fighting down the Spy. They take down the Scout as well. They lost their Sniper, but it's not really going to matter. Syndicate looks like they're just trying to deny aggression out here. Soup's going to get body shot down. Stabby down as well, so maybe it was just some weird designed suicide play onto the medic where they all just sit there and give Squirrel Clear something to look at, and then trying to hit him from the flank with Soup and Stabby.
Yeah, sadly that did not work at all, as both Soup and Stabby are dead. So that's most, if not all, of the players whose names start with S. Yeah, that was all of them. You know, who were down.
My tablet's voice recognition. I tried to get it to read Stabby, and first it read it as Gabby.
Oh.
And then it read it as Babby's daddy. So I'm pretty sure
Babby's daddy.
I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna call him Babby's daddy from now.
That works pretty well. Oh, the sentry is already down. There is not... finally, the Uber is popped from Miss K, keeping Kosa alive, but not a lot else. The soldier is down now. Valen in exchange, so actually there's not a lot of good damage coming out of the Syndicate right now. They finally take down Daft Kid, Pulse down as well, and there you go. Those are the kills that the Syndicate needed. They've lost Polk. Jake has to be a little careful about dealing with Sal. He finds him, but that big eye may have thrown him off, and Sal gets the kill on Jake. So he could still do some damage here on this point. I don't think the Syndicate quite have this stabilized yet.
And right now they're trying to take down this sniper who is causing them a lot of problems. Sal will go down. Rune will die to the sentry, and that might be enough of a pick for Squirrel Clickers to come back in. They do have their medic demo Pyro coming in a spawn, but their spy is there as well. He can get in a point, but it looks like Kosa wants to go quickly, trying to jump onto this, and there's just no cap time from the Syndicate right now. Okas is there defending bravely as the fat man. Take down the Pyro. Hein goes down. Gets extinguished by Daft Kid.
Yeah, I almost want to rewind to grab that, but I guess we'll ignore it for now. That was, of course, I didn't get it on camera, sadly. But Daft Kid, an amazing pyro in his own right. He was one of those flare shot folks, wasn't he?
I don't have a clue, Sal.
You know what? I think he was. I'm just going to say that. And Sal gets another nice kill. Hildreth down this time. Hildreth's been doing a great job wrangling that level 3 sentry on offense, which is a little cute there. Valen now down as well, and B is still not captured. Jake down once again. Sal is on a rampage right now on this sniper, man. So suddenly they have bought themselves quite a few minutes with which to work, and the Syndicate hasn't really gained any ground yet.
Yeah, they do have Polk in really aggressively, but he's by himself with no overheal, so he's going to get spammed and focused down. And here comes Okas to heavy back in position for the defensive team. TMP was in trying to make something happen as well, but he will die, and Pulse is actually rotating around right now to see what he can find. He's going to find Babby's daddy, and he will take him down in the Great Revolver War of 2012.
But you know, that's still a dead ringer activation. I think Pulse knows it, so he knows that all he's done is minorly inconvenience his opponent. Now he does see a bunch of blue players. He's going to go for a stab on the soldier, but he does miss that one. Gets away with it for now. But his opponents know he's not using the dead ringer, so once they've killed him, he's going to be down for the count.
And you see there, Jake actually taking down Sal, and the Syndicate instantly moved off of this. Everyone drops out of that tunnel. This does put Hein in a bit of a risky position. He's only at 75%, but Soup will take the sentry down. Oh, a big trap from Kosa will take down 3, and then Okas will come in to make it 4. Now Hein is in a very dangerous place. He only has Polk to protect him, but Polk will go down to Pulse, and Hein is kind of trapped with 91% Uber. Where is he getting out to? There is a spy chasing him. Pulse is down to 60 health, and Hein has a crossbow. If Hein wins this, it will be very impressive. But he does have his spawns coming right now. They will probably rush out from A to protect him. But here goes Pulse. He's actually cloaked right now. Tries to go for the backstab here.
Oh, but they know he's there. Oh, he can't get anywhere close to Hein. And I tell you, Hein's got some pretty decent aim with that crossbow. I was playing him in a pub earlier today, and I was playing as the Sydney Sleeper Sniper on Badwater. He was hitting me with that crossbow more than I was hitting him.
That's probably not something you want to admit to too often, so...
DJC, we all know how terrible of a player I am. Anyway, Kosa is setting up more of those traps. This time around, he did not hit his opponents with any of those. He will take the Uber from Miss K, and it's a good Uber for them, at least in terms of time, but they've lost so many players. There's only 3 left, and that is actually a huge problem with their Ubers, that they didn't save enough people with it. There goes their entire team except for the med, and the longer the med stays alive without healing, it's actually a bad thing here, although I guess she is back to spawn, so that will be okay.
And Stabby is going to take up a position on top of the tower right now. Now, actually, DJC, he's going to rotate through to spawn, but I think he just got spotted instantly, pops his dead ringer, and is trying to run away, but the pyro is on top of him.
Now the Scout's on top of him. Actually, Scout going to be better at chasing him down and finishing him off once the flames are on. So it's a good play there. This Pyro just kind of lights him and then ignores him and lets the Scout finish that off. But I think we are going to see the push coming pretty soon out of the Syndicate. They've got 7 minutes. They can take their time, but they don't want to take their time in this situation, do they?
When you have 7 minutes, my strategy personally, I don't really know how the Syndicate thinks, but at this point I'm like, look, we have probably 8 chances to push this. I say we get ready and we just go off of the first one, especially because they have 50% Uber advantage, especially because they're just generally a better DM team. They actually are going to pop their Uber in here, get a soldier up on top of the point, 3 times cap instantly, and they have their Pyro and Heavy Zone everyone else out. Pulse comes in to try to take someone down. Kosa comes up for the defense, will take down Soup. He has his medic up there as well. TMP going for the Extinguish, will get stickied off of the point, but here comes Polk. The reinforcements have arrived, and Miss K will not win that fight 1 versus everything. So despite the fact that it was a nice 12-minute, 29-second time, Squirrel Clickers actually put up a really solid B defense there and drew that out a lot longer than I thought they would.
They did. We're going to go on to the next round here in just a minute. So DJC, we're going into the second round, which may be the second half, or might be the second third. What do you call it? Trimester? So, you know, it's possible this could go to overtime. I think based on that last round, it's not likely, right?
I don't know. I was pretty impressed with the Squirrel Clickers holding off on B for so long. I don't think that they're really going to do that a second time, but it shows that they are capable of it. And Valen does do a lot of work for the Syndicate, and he has now been subbed out for Smacka. And it's not that Smacka's a bad soldier, it's just that Valen is a very unique Highlander soldier from what I've encountered. We are going to go live here, so not a whole lot more pre-game banter we can do. It looks like the typical hold's going to come up from the Squirrel Clickers. They have their heavy inside on the point, shooting out the windows. Their minigun is still not upgraded to level 2 yet. Don't think they actually had suicides at all there to get that built up.
No, but one thing that was really important was that he just wanted it at level 1 because he was actually getting the teleporter set up to the roof. So that teleporter is going to be up there, and you do see Pulse right now standing beneath the short entrance up here to spawn. Nobody really knows he's down there yet. You'd think they'd check for it every once in a while, but so far nobody is checking. And Pulse is ready for a backstabber through here.
Yeah, but this is the kind of thing. This is the same place Syndicate did last time. They just kind of kept everyone there as a distraction. I don't think they're actually going to risk Hein. So it's going to come down to if Pulse is patient enough, but he is not. He could not wait for that medic to come out, so he went after the Pyro, and I guess the Pyro's just going to spot him anyway because he did have the Dead Ringer and could not cloak.
Yeah, well, he seems to have walked off and will survive to fight another day, but he didn't get any kills there. Of course, there was no Uber popped either from Miss K, so that's going to be a good win. Now, point A is captured in 48 seconds, pretty standard for a Highlander game, and the Syndicate are going to be starting to look to get into point B. How are they going to do this? Where are they pushing? Hein right now.
Pushing along right now.
Yeah.
And they're going to get a heavy pick instantly with Stabby. Sal is going to go down as well, so no sniper and a spy. Ruin is just cleaning it up right now. It's 3 down, pretty much, versus 1 down. They do get a spawn, but here comes the Uber out of Hein, keeping it on the demo. Soup. TMP gets a bit of it so he can blast people away. Hein is retreating back to the ramp. Spy is on him. He's healing the Spy. Hein, no! Gets the revolver down at the end after the butter knife stab to the face.
Oh, you know, I need to speed up a little bit here. I'm going to do that, just like catch up with you, because you are like a second or 2 ahead. It's okay. I've sped up. We're good. Cool. But we do have Polk taking out Pulse. Jake going down to Ocas. Pulse is now getting around behind the demo. Could have actually gotten a backstab there and pulled up the revolver at just the wrong time. That demo walked right back into him. Hildreth, once again, is having fun with that level 3 sentry on offense. It's really shutting down quite a lot of lanes there. And, of course, Soup is still standing inside the point right now, putting a lot of capture time down. Kosa has to back off here. Stabby has been spotted. And there you go, does get taken down, but Kosa is not getting air blasted. Oh, he gets taken down. TMP is finishing off so many people right now with flames.
Miss K actually went down to a detonator in that push, and we got to see the epic 35-second long Wrangle versus Wrangle battle end. Hildreth died, but his sentry lived on and did a little more work. The Syndicate are already pushing into C here. Paul's just trying to body block with the Dead Ringer, and they're shooting the hell out of him, but the Dead Ringer is the dumbest weapon in the game, so we just lived forever and ever, but I don't think it's going to matter. They already have 2 times on the cap. They have full control of the lower ground. They have the lower tower control.
Oh my.
Uber has just come up, and that will be a cap. 2 minutes 52. It's not the fastest I've ever seen, but it's goddamn close.
It's I keep saying this, DJC, to everybody I've ever casted with, but the fastest I have ever seen was 1:30.
I've seen that as well, yes.
It was where a tin team actually, in the second of 3 rounds, managed to push both A and B at the same time and somehow won it. It was pretty cool.
The 1:30 time I saw was in 6v6 ages ago. Seabear's team with Bloodsire, Jamar, some other random people. They had a special designed tactic where they pushed a pyro with the level 3 sentry gun into B and forced the medic instantly. It was brilliantly done. But we're actually going to see some interesting play out of the Syndicate here, as Hein is sitting on Kritzkrieg right now on B.
I mean, at this point, it almost doesn't matter what they do because 252 is so hard to beat unless you do like a crazy double push. And it looks like, oh, they're ready for this. They're going to crits straight into that doorway. Like, Soup is going to take this Kritzkrieg. He knows people are going to be walking out here, going for the cap. And he kills, well, he doesn't kill anybody, actually. And Hein's not able to get up here and actually help him out. So that crits didn't do a lot. Now, oh, the Uber is forced here, but this is actually such a bad position right now that the Syndicate are in. This could go to a 3rd round if things are played just right. Hein is not dead yet. There have not been any kills yet. And the soldier getting up top may signify something. Hildreth taking down a sentry gun, though. DJC, what is going on here?
So long for Squirrel Clickers to actually get the sentry down that I'm not sure it's going to matter that they have that strong initial push in the Uber Force. They do have slightly better numbers right now, and Ruin is dead, so that's pretty big for them. They do have their medic up. Hein's only 10% ahead, and here comes the headshot by Jake, and there is no way in hell you caught that because you would not be watching Jake randomly there. That was pretty crazy. Stabby Stabby's going to come in and take down Okas, which will hurt the offensive of the Squirrel Clickers here. The Kritzkrieg is now up. I think they want to move forward in position. The instant pop. And there's just not a whole lot to shoot at. Kosa does jump into the way of it, and the Pyro comes around for the flank attempt and gets mowed down. Uber counter comes out from Ms. K, but it's 4 versus about 7 right now. And look at the jukes here from everyone.
Oh my god.
Much.
Yeah, Jake getting ridiculous shots. It's the Syndicate starting to really show their strength on defense, and there's 1:30 left now. DJC, I don't think there's enough time anymore for the Squirrel Clickers to actually win this game. Spy, wait. Pulse is still... How is Pulse still alive? He just dead ringered twice.
I'm assuming he was just in like the field of bodies where all the ammo was, so he picked up a billion ammo.
That must have been it. Of course, fields of corpses are always fun to stare at here, too, in Team Fortress 2, because it means something crazy's happened. The Syndicate holding on to both A and B right now, but that's primarily because their opponents just didn't go for A. They were trying to make a full B push, and so it's a double B that I said. But they're already calling GG. They know this is over. They can't get the caps fast enough. So, of course, you should subscribe to youtube.com/fatmop. And DJC, do you have any shout-outs for us while we kind of watch the end of this game?
Shout-out to Tangerine, my Highlander team, and shout-out to Seabear doing Bear TV. I'm going to cross-promote while I'm on your channel.
Oh, yeah.
Promote for someone I'm not even that person, just to make you feel good about yourself. So.
See, I've already watched some Bear TV. I watched the episode that you and he did. It was good. Of course, it can be improved because I know Bear kind of wants to make it look like a Day 9 TV kind of thing where he sits down and does full demo analysis. So, of course, he's ready to improve, it sounds like, and make things work pretty well. He's a teacher, like in real life, so I think he'll probably fit the role pretty well. You guys should watch it.
First, he needs to get better at actually playing the demos and not setting it to 600 speed and not randomly pausing it. And
you know what?
Having a 12-minute laughing fit because he accidentally installed the XTV heal particles.
I think that'll be okay. But, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be the game. Of course, the Syndicate winning, and everybody kind of expected it. That means they've got an undefeated season, right?
Pretty sure, yes.
And so they're happy about that. Let me just get your prediction real quick here. Are they going to win the playoffs as well?
Probably. They kind of dominated Bonus the last time I saw them play, and Bonus are the team who are best equipped to contest them.
Okay. That is the opinion of DJC. DJC, of course, the oracle of TF2. He knows all. He sees all. Make sure you put some pants on very quickly. He sees that too. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. This has been Sal and DJC. We're signing out.
I don't even care about pants. I'm naked.